Well, how do we start this? Maybe we gotta address the big elephant in the room. Yes, guys, we're all matching.
Even the chick.
Yup. Guys, how do we tell ya? Well, I guess by now you guys already know if you clicked on this video. Me and Karla are having a kid. I mean, we're getting married. Ta-da! Yeah, it's we've actually been engaged for quite a while now.
It's been like 6 months. No, like 5 months.
Yeah, we got engaged on September 21st, 2024. To be honest, I think a lot of you guys already know this if you watch this video right here. But I know a lot of you guys haven't watched that video. In that video, we dropped a little, we dropped the bomb. We're like, we're engaged. Roll the clip.
We got engaged September of last year, and we really had to think about like our future lives and what we have to do in order to get to that.
But I feel like not a lot of people acknowledged it, and I feel like that wasn't the way we wanted to, basically tell the world that we're getting married, So we wanted to do it right. We wanted to do it the right way. And we took the photo shoot. We did the video. You guys are in there.
The only reason why I feel like it's taking us so long is because after September passed, it was September 21st, so it was kind of already the end of the month. And then the month after is when we left to Utah for his surgery, which ended up being horrible for another month later.
Yeah, guys, I went through hell and back in that surgery, man. We were supposed to go for max,
a couple of days.
Yeah, it was gonna be a fast surgery, and then out of nowhere my hand got infected.
And then November, December, it was really cold. We couldn't take pictures. And then January, February, I don't know, everything was just coming too fast. And we were slowly trying to start planning how we actually wanted everything, because we did want pictures and we did want a video. But yeah, so it finally got taken care of.
Yeah, guys, to be honest, it's been a long awaited by both of us. Obviously more for me, because Karla didn't know about any of this until I dropped the bomb on her. Let me just tell you guys how it happened. So I bought the ring, when was it, April? I bought the ring I think on August, and since I bought the ring and I had it with me, I've thought of many ways about how I could ask her to be my wife, because I wanted obviously to be special. It's a special moment, it's a special thing in our lives. So I just didn't want it to be oh, do you want to marry me? Or not even ask and be oh, we're getting married, So obviously I wanted something.
Well, pause, because you had to ask.
I know.
Then why are you saying not even ask and just...
I mean, because a lot of people do that. A lot of people just, they're oh, we're getting married.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't know.
I know a lot of cases like that. Anyways, so I started planning, We live in Kansas, and Kansas is not really much of a, I guess, beautiful place. There's not a lot of good sceneries around here. So I started brainstorming. I was where can I do it? Should I do it at the Ferris wheel? Should I do it at my room? Should I do it at a party? Should I do it at her house? It was just a bunch of brainstorming. And then out of nowhere, my parents hit me with the news that they wanted to go to Houston. So when they told me that they wanted to go to Houston, I started looking up. I was wait, maybe I could take her on a trip with me and do it there. And then I found out there's a beach in Houston, which is called Galveston. I know a lot of people talk shit on it, and a lot of people oh, there's not a beach, whatever, this and that. But that's the first beach I've been to. Was that the first beach you've been to? Just now?
Well, I've been to California.
Anyways, chat. So since I knew there was a beach, I was yeah, I gotta do it there. No.
And keep in mind, this whole time, I obviously knew nothing about it. I didn't, there was no hints given to me. In my mind, it was zero, marriage and everything was, zero in my head. We had talked about it, and, we've talked about it, so it's not it was a surprise that, oh my God, he wants to marry me, because we had talked about it. But it was never, oh, at that moment,
So I did a good job of hiding it.
Yes, because I didn't even know. But yeah, when he told me about the trip to Houston, I was just oh, okay, yeah, we're just going with his family. I didn't think anything of it, because we took a road trip, so we drove there. The whole time we were over there, I had zero clue in my head.
Yeah, Chad, I did a good job hiding it, I didn't want to give any hint out there. I didn't tell basically nobody. The only people that knew was my parents, but that's because I wanted them to help me out, plan everything out. And when they told me about the trip, I obviously told them, I was like, well, I want to do it at the beach, you know? So my parents helped me out. They were like, okay, let's get a place close to the beach. So whenever we're there, we could plan it out. Like we could go one day and then check the beach out and then see where you can do it. So yeah, we go, you know, I'm on the road trip with Karla. Trying to give no hints out. Over here nervous in my stomach, in my chest. Like I'm over here thinking like, damn, what is she gonna say? Like what if she says no? I might just leave her here in Houston, Galveston and go back to Kansas by myself if she says no. So we get there, right? We go to the beach the first day. And I was like, well, how am I gonna do it? Because obviously I can't get on one knee. Obviously I can't, like I can't do that. So there was two ideas. One of them was either I put the box in the sand, and I could tell Karla like, look, what is this? Like, what is this? And then Karla would get in and like open it and like, oh, Ollie, you wanna marry me? But that idea canceled off after I saw how the beach looked. It doesn't look like the movies, and you know.
Yeah, it was pretty, but I mean, it wasn't like.
It wasn't like California.
No, like. I mean, it was a beach, you know.
So yeah, that idea canceled off automatically once we got there. So I was like, how can I do it? And then I saw this like walkway that goes from the beach to a little bit inside of the water, and it looked beautiful. Here's a picture of that. And once I saw that, I was like, this is the spot. I gotta do it here. You know, like I fell in love with the spot. I was like, bro, like if I want something this special, I should do it here. But yeah, I was like, it looks beautiful. It's in the middle, basically, of the ocean. But it's like, you know, the beach, the ocean, beautiful view. And I was like, I have to do it here. So the next day comes around. We tell Karla we're going to the fair because there was like a little, what do you call it?
It's kind of like, yeah, basically like a little like amusement park.
Like, you know, in GTA,
like Santa Monica Pier, but in Galveston.
What was a pier, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was a pier. So we're like, we're gonna go to the pier. So I get ready, Karla gets ready. Once again, she doesn't know what's going on.
Or else, like, I would have, you know, put myself together, at least.
Anyways, we're like, okay, let's go. We go to the rides and shit. And I'm just waiting for the sunset. The sunset comes around, and we're on the rides. And I tell Karla like, oh, let's go do a TikTok over there.
No,
and mind
literally, when he told me, I was like, really? Like, we're having fun over here and you want to go? And keep in mind, it wasn't like it was close.
It was
like a 5-minute walk to this place.
So I'm over here trying to convince Karla like, come on, let's go. She's like, no. And I finally convinced her, but on the way there, she was all mad.
No, I was just
Nah,
irritated.
you were mad.
I was irritated.
Okay, whatever. She was irritated, whatever. She was mad. And I'm like, bro, she doesn't even know. Like, I'm about to change her mood hella quick right now. We're going to the thing, and then she's like, what even TikTok do you want to do? Like, bro, we were here enjoying time with your family and this and that. And I'm like, come on, let's just go. So we're walking there. Well, she's walking, I'm rolling, and we get there, and then I set her down on one of the rocks, and I'm like, you know, I love you. And then she's like, what's going on, you know? Like, what'd you say, bro?
Yeah, I was confused. I was like, what's going on? Like, what happened? Like, did something happen? Because I was like, why is he telling me all this stuff? Like, did I do something? Like, what's going on?
And then I just started telling her how I loved her, how, like, I know, like, we've been through thick and thin together, and, like, I don't know, like, I just feel in my heart that she's the one, you know? So I think at that point, she already knew where we were going. So I'm on my chair, right? My hand's like this. My hand goes like this. I pull out the box. I'm pretty sure. Do you knew when I pulled out the box what was going on?
Kind of. Like, at first I thought it was probably like a little gift, but
yeah, because
I also thought like, oh, is he like really asking me? Like,
because the box wasn't a square, it was more of a rectangle.
Like a rectangle.
Yeah, so it could have been a necklace, but it wasn't, you know?
It's because like when you open the box, it was a flower, like it expanded into a flower, and then the ring was in the middle.
I'm over here struggling opening it, because like, you know? And I opened it, and then the flower pops up, and then you see the ring in there. And then I look at her in her eyes, and I'm like, And homegirl starts crying. She starts crying. Then I start crying, and we're all crying. At that moment, I was like, wait, she hasn't said yes. So,
Really? I didn't say yes already?
no, you didn't say yes.
Yeah, I was crying. I was kind of like in shock. Like, oh, like really?
So I was like, is she crying because she's like, damn, I'm screwed? Or like, is she crying because, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, oh my God, what the hell? So I'm like, so yes? No? And then she's like, yes. And she kisses me, chat. You know, that moment was the happiest moment of my life. And I know a lot of you guys are asking, like, oh my God, you guys are so young. Why? You know, why not? Why didn't you guys wait a little bit longer?
But to be honest, I feel like it's kind of common, like people to kind of get married at a young age. Like, I mean, to some it might be like, oh, like damn, you guys are already married. But I feel like in a way, it's not really that uncommon anymore.
Yeah, one day one of my friends asked me because they knew we were engaged. They're like, when is the right time to propose? You know? And I told them, to be honest, there isn't really a right time. You shouldn't do it in a year. You shouldn't do it in 2 years. You shouldn't do it in 5 years. You should do it whenever your heart tells you to do it, you know? Not whenever society tells you to do it, you know? Because a lot of people get engaged and married like at 25, you know, 30s, 40s, you know? But there isn't a right time. There's a right person, and when you know you're with that right person, age shouldn't matter. Age shouldn't matter at all, you know? Nothing is for sure in life, you know? You could have big dreams for next year, the year before that, or I mean the year after that, and then one random day your life could get taken away from you, and all those dreams that you had and all those goals that you had are gone. You know, you didn't get to experience them. So I wanna do and achieve all the goals that I have in life, and obviously getting married has been the top one, obviously. So you know, I wanna enjoy my life right now that I can, that I'm able to, because I never know. One day I could be here and the next day I don't, you know? So yeah, chat, for everybody watching here, if you're young, old, well,
At any age, like.
to be honest, yeah, don't let society tell you how to be or how to run your life. Because if I would have done that, I wouldn't even be here. I would have been in that chair, lonely, no friends. You guys wouldn't even know me. So I kind of flipped the script, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna let God write my own story, you know? I apologize for that. I flipped the script on everything, and I became who I was, who I am, and who we're gonna be.
But yeah, but after like that day that he like proposed to me and everything, like, to be honest, it felt like so unreal.
It still doesn't feel real.
No, it feels real now.
I mean, yeah.
Like, it feels real now, but like the day after, like when I woke up, like we woke up, I was like, oh my, like I'm engaged, like, you know, like, and I feel like this is really like nothing small, like you're engaged. I don't know, it felt so unreal, to be honest. It kind of took me like not a long time, but like a while to process and be like, wow, like we're engaged. Like there's like a lot more to think about and like future plans and everything.
Obviously now we have to plan the wedding, but obviously I wanted her to be, obviously she's gonna be part of that, you know. And I asked her to be my fiance. Like there was only me, like I had to plan everything out, and I hope I did a good job, you know. But now it's our, I guess, project, you know.
And we don't have a wedding date yet, like, to be honest. Like, we want it to be something that, like, you know, like a good day, like, and we also, like, we keep, oh my god, ew.
Let me see.
What is it? Okay, anyways, that was rudely interrupted. We've also been looking at like different places to get married and everything, but they're all like an hour away or like 2 hours away. Like, you know, like the pretty places that we found are like not here.
Yeah, Chad, Kansas City, you need to freaking do something about that, bro. There's nothing beautiful around here.
Or if you guys know spots, like comment them down below, I guess. But we found some really pretty, like, what are they called? Like chapels?
Yeah,
Yeah? Yeah, a chapel, I guess. Very beautiful, but it wasn't here. I think it was like 3 hours away. So, I mean, if we want it there, obviously we would have to get everything sorted so that whoever we invite is able to make it over there, you know? Because obviously it's going to be a drive.
So yeah, chat. The
So-
first 5 comments on this video get invited to a wedding. Nah, I'm just playing. But yeah, even where we took the pictures, it wasn't even here. It was like, what, like 40 minutes away?
Yeah, almost an hour away with traffic and everything.
Yeah. But yeah, the reason why we wanted to do this video is because we feel like you guys are tapped in with our relationship. You know, we made our relationship public. So obviously, big step like this in our relationship, I guess y'all should know it too. Because I feel like we're all like a little family. And like I always see y'all guys' comments like, oh, when is the wedding? Or when are you gonna propose? Little did y'all know that we were ready to engage, man.
And I feel like that, like, even that, like, it also gives us, like, something to like, look back at, you know?
Yeah.
Like, it's
Like
kind of
a
like
little
a memory
documentary?
for us,
Yeah.
too, but, like, we also like sharing it to other people, you know?
And I want to say thank you to everybody that's watching this video. And I want to say thank you for everybody that has supported our relationship ever since one of our TikToks popped up on your For You page. And you know, or even like one of our pictures, whatever. Like everybody has always showed love. And I appreciate you guys. So yeah, guys, we're engaged. Show them the ring.
You guys are gonna see probably pictures.
Yeah.
And, like, videos.
Yeah, if you want to go check out the pictures that we took, our engagement pictures, go to our Instagrams. They're right here. Look, you see? Look, you see? No, Instagram?
Yeah. Wait, right there.
I guess that'll be all. You know, it's a short video. Just wanted to talk to y'all face to face and let y'all know that we're engaged. The baby's next. What you mean, no?
But, like, next, like, in a couple years, right?
Nah.
But,
Next video.
no.
I'm just playing chat. Well, yeah. I love y'all. I hope God blesses you guys with a great day. And
It's cold, so.
so yeah, we gotta go, man. I love y'all, man. Bye.